Hello Ygopro fans, Hieratics here, and welcome to an updated deck profile for 6 Samurais. Since the series is now finished for now, and the ban list will be coming up relatively shortly, we hope, I thought I'd just go over the final product of the 6 Samurais that have been created over the weeks of the actual duels through your comments. So yeah, I just thought I'd go through it as the final point of view and then just give a little bit of possible cards to put into the deck or side in. So yes, go straight into it, and first one is Shogun Sheen. Using it as a nostalgic card because it's always great. It's always been a great card. It slows down your opponent because they can only activate one spell trap each turn as long as this monster's in the field. And if you control 2 or 6 damage, you can special summon it, and if it will be destroyed, you can destroy a base of 6 damage instead of this card, which is always nice. But it's more important nowadays than anything because of pendulums. Pendulums, you can instantly just set your scale and bring out a big board of monsters. If you've got Shogun Sheen on board, they can only set one of their scale, they can't complete their scale. It slows them down dramatically, and they have quite a high reliance on spells. So Pendulum Call, if they activate that, they can't set the scale. Until they can wipe the board with your Sheen, then they can't get through you. So that is legitimately why I'm using Sheen, because it slows down pendulums, and in the new Arc V era, we need to do this. Next card is Grandmaster of the 6th Sam, mainly because he's a target to go into a level 7 Synchro with Kagemusha, and the fact that he's just an instant monster to bring on board for an OTK. So it's always good to have that. And if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, which is highly unlikely, you can target 6 Samurai monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand, which allows you to recuperate your Kageki or your Kagemusha. Next is the triple Kizan, because Kizan is a great card. Special summons itself out if you control 6 Samurai and gains 300 attack if you have 2 or more of those 6 Samurai monsters on your field. So you can that also goes up for good ATKs and goes into instant level 6s with Kagemusha, which means there's 2 level 6 options, but I'll go over that in a bit. Next is Ineshi, only need 1. You can move and play 2 6 Samurais from your graveyard to target one face-up monster on the field and return to the hand, so instant compulse during either player's turn. And if you control 2 or more 6 Samurais other than this card, it gains 500 attack and defense, so also into the OTK area. You could just null summon that, special summon that, special summon that, special summon that, maybe special summon that. Then you've got an instant board of complete destruction, a complete wipeout. Next is 2 Elders. During the duels we found out that 3 Elders was not working, so 2 Elders is the current we're going with. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monster, special summon itself, which is basically a Savage Dragon for the deck, but at level 3 and can go into an instant Shien with Kagemusha. And then 2 Kijeki. 3 Kijeki was a bit cloggy, so we're using 2 Kijeki at this present moment. When it's normal summon, it special summons a level 4 or lower 6 Samurai. 6 Samurai from your hand. And while you control those 6 Samurai, it gains 1500 attack points. So it's mainly to go into an instant Shien turn 1. So that's always good. But 3 was too cloggy, so we're using it too. And then the triple Kagemusha. We need our options to go into our tuner as soon as possible. If we don't, then, well, we're screwed. So Kagemusha is definitely needed at 3, doesn't clog, and has an effect that we hardly ever use. We never use the targeting effect because we never usually have a Kagemusha left on board. We usually just have Shien afterwards, or a Bakyon, or even a Clear Wing. Okay, so onto the spells. 1 Regeki, staple at this moment. Soul Charge, because that goes into double Shien. Triple Rotor to add anything, because all these are warriors, except for the Grandmaster and Sheen, because they are not targets, it has to be level 4 or lower. Then 2 Sheen Smoke Signal. 3 was cloggy, and we don't really need it. We've already got 3 search cards and 3 draw cards, so we don't need that many cards to add to our hand. It just becomes dead draws after another. So yeah, Sheen Smoke Signal can add anything from Elder to Kagemusha, so that's very good there. Sword charges I said. Asceticism, a crucial card in the deck, needed to use on Kagemusha or your Elder to summon out the other, or use with Kaijeki when it's 1700 attack, you can summon out Inishi. So yeah, it has a few targets in the deck and it goes into instant Exceeds or instant Synchros. It's perfect for the deck. Next is Six Samurai United, an amazing card, basically the pot of duality for the deck. Each time a Six Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place a Bushido counter onto this card. You can send this card to the graveyard to draw one card for each Bushido counter on it. Just say if you have 3 of those out, you've got six counters if you're going for the Kaijeki Kagemusha play, which is legit awesome. 3 is needed. 3 does not clog. Next, 2 double-edged sword technique. Never gone into 3, but you could do in your build. But yeah, double-edged sword technique goes into an instant Shien basically from your graveyard. So if you summon out Kagemusha with Kaijeki, and then you could use double-edged sword technique, bring out 2 Shien on board. That's just OP. So yeah, always needing that resurrection, basically a soul charge without the cost. Next, Bottomless, because Bottomless is Bottomless. Solemn, yes, and Vanity and Compulse, more or less staples for this format. Compulse maybe not as much, Bottomless maybe not as much, but still crucial cards in deck. Next is Triple Mirror Force. Originally only playing I think 1 Mirror Force, and I'm playing 2 Battle Guard Howling. And now he's completely took out Battle Guard Howlings completely. They sometimes became dead draws, so I'm putting in more battle traps into this. So we're now on to Triple Mirror Force. Mirror Force is a great card in this format, except from when you go against pendulums. Unless you've broken their pendulum scale, then they're fucked. So it's always good to Mirror Force when they don't have pendulum scale. So yeah, then 2 D-Prisons. I've just upped that up to one more. Because the prison is not as common in this format, so it's going to surprise your opponent. Always good to banish cards. Destruction isn't always the best thing. Banishing is great. Then what have we got already? And Triple Fiendish Chain. I want to stop my opponent. If I'm drawing into this and I've got nothing else but no monsters and no way searching, Fiendish Chain is needed over a breakthrough skill. You need to stop your opponent from using their monsters. So incapacitating them is perfect for this deck. So that's why I use Fiendish Chain over Breakthrough Skill or Effect Veiler, or even Forbidden Chalice for that matter. Okay, so that's the main deck. Onto the extra, 1 number 49 Fortune Tune to resupply my deck with level 3 monsters. Exciton Knight, staple at this moment. Castel, also staple. 1/1, former staple, but staple nonetheless. Excalibur, because it's a staple in any warrior deck nowadays, to make a 4000 beater that can get over Aclefort Towers, so that's always needed. And Dark Rebellion XC Dragon, because I adore that monster. It's just also basically like a way of out to Aclefort Towers if you can pair up with the other monster. It would have to be identically. Yeah, it may get around there, depending on what it is. So it's a bit like that, but more generic. Next is Double Naturia Beast. Triple Naturia Beast is not needed really. You would never go into more than 2 really. Naturia Beast is legit needed in this format. Because of pendulums being spells, you can negate every pendulum stuff that they need to use. So Naturia Beast legit needed in this format. The way you would bring it out is through Elder and Kagemusha, so probably normal summon Kagemusha, use Asceticism, summon out an Elder, and then you've got Naturia Beast instant on board. Next is Armides. Armides is also needed in this format because Shadows are still a threat. This gets over Shadows without using their flip effects, and anything flipping will be just crushed by Armides, and also Yangtzing's a thing too. And then the double Shien. Shien is a great card, being put back up to 2. There's people thinking it's going to come back to 3 because 6 Samurais are not doing anything at the moment, especially with Gateway still banned. So Shien probably will go to 3, but you probably won't need a first Shien. You've got 2. You may take out Dark Rebellion for it, But yeah, Shien is amazing. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can negate its activation and destroy it. So that is always good. Instant negation. Nowadays, every boss must has that kind of negation. And for example, Inferno no Nunsu, that has a similar activation, but it vanishes. And also, if this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 Samurai instead. So a bit like Shien. Although if you put out Shien and Shien on the field, its negation doesn't count as you activating that spell trap, so it does get around that. You can't lock them down anymore, but I think you could have done in the past. Okay, on to level 6s, Nechiria Barkion. I've gone into this a few times. It's not as common to go into it, but you still have that chance. Just like Nechiria Beast, always a great card because it negates trap cards without being once per turn. And then Goyo Guardian, because Goyo Guardian is now free, surprisingly. And yeah, Goyo Guardian can still beat down very hard. Very good 2800 beater. And finally, for level 7s, we've got Black Rose to blow up the field, and Clearwing Synchro Dragon for Necros. Because Clearwing Synchro Dragon is a great card, anything that has a level can basically be outed by Clearwing Synchro Dragon as long as it's not a continuous effect. So it helps dramatically. So I'm using that over Nechiria Landoids as I used in the former version, and Yazzie as well, I used in the former version. Now I just want to go into quickly onto the sides. I haven't got much sides because I haven't thought of the sides exactly for this deck, but things that you could possibly use in it are Chaos Trap Hole to stop Denko because you're going to have a lot of back row, and the Ptolemaeus and Stellar Diamond because you have the possibilities to go into Ptolemaeus with 2 Kizan, and then you could add another Ptolemaeus and then go into Diamond on your next turn, because Diamond kills Shadows and Light Swarms, right? And just really fucks up everything. So it's always good. It's a good possibility to go into. Maybe take out your Dark Rebellion or take out Clearwing, so we can have that option in there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this final deck profile for it. Until if it gets updated with the ban list, maybe going to free, I might do another one if it does change my build. It's unlikely, but you never know. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below if there's anything you think I've missed out from this deck profile, anything you think should be put into it. It's always nice to hear your comments. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see further content. And yeah, Matt Durant, signing out.